Welcome to part 2 of my closet tour. Hello, my name is Ketter and I craft things. So last week I posted a video about my wearable items, which I actually meant was clothing items. It was one of the first videos I made over a long time, and you know, every beginning is a bit rough, so hopefully this video is gonna be a bit less rough, especially regarding audio. Like I said last time, I will become a real YouTuber when I actually figure out how to do audio. Meanwhile, I'm just an imposter. I am a bit less groggy this time, so I'm really happy that the sickness is starting to lift, even though I'm still occasionally coughing and my voice is not quite 100% yet, but hey, it is what it is. So for this video, I'm going to try to keep the intro a bit shorter and get to it. Accessories. This is today's topic. I have made a lot of accessories over time, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out this video with actually showing you all of my headgear. Head accessories, helmets, crowns, you know, you get the gist. And then we're going to just move slightly more downstairs as we progress through. I'm not sure if I'm going to do like a long explanation about each item. Yeah, with accessories, there's a lot more than there was with clothing items. And not all of these items are like fully made by me. Some I've modified to fit me. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's start. I put on a bit more appropriate dress. I figured this beautiful Mongolian style kaftan would fit perfectly in the theme because, as you can probably guess, most of the stuff I own is medieval themed. Fantasy, but medieval themed. The very first helmet I'm going to show is this one. I made this strictly for LARP. It is a very functional helmet, so it is padded completely inside. This helmet is also made inspired by Mongolian helmets. So you see this plume here, which is made out of synthetic hair and it's starting to fall apart. But it serves me loyally for 3 years, I think. Yes, 3 years now. Steel part of it is made by my partner. Everything else is handmade by me. It's a very comfortable helmet. It doesn't weigh a lot and it's perfect for LARP because for LARP we use soft weapons, and with soft weapons you don't need like a lot of protection. You just need enough that you don't get like these mild concussions, and that's basically how it sits. It took me a lot of hours to make, a lot of trial and error, especially with the leather dome. Unfortunately, since I used rather soft leather, the dome is starting to collapse a little bit on it, and it's kind of sad. It's probably because it's gotten moisture, and moisture tends to warp the leather. I mean, it's natural wear and tear, but I'm a little bit perfectionist when it comes to my items, so I like them to kind of look perfect until the end. So I might just push out the dome and try to kind of remold it at some point. But for this I would have to take apart the entire interior of it, which is sewn onto the steel rim. Quite a lot of work. Alrighty, next. The light has once again disappeared from the northern hemisphere. The next item is this really adorable little Rus-style hat I made for both LARP and reenactment. It's a very simple construction. It's just made from six different panels, and the fur is just attached to it. And I added a little tuft on the top of it. It's the end of a foxtail. All the fur I'm using here is recycled secondhand, so no new has been bought. This hat also suffered the consequences of me not measuring things appropriately, so initially it was very tight on me, but now after I wore it for 3 days in a row, with all the heat and sweat, it has actually kind of like loosened up and it's near perfect fit. Like it doesn't move, but it also doesn't like squeeze my brains together in my skull. I really like this hat. I think it's such a like cool addition to any character. So yeah, next. My very first orc mask. I made this before I purchased the latex mask you saw in the last video. Hopefully, I will link it somewhere here. This is kind of a paper mache. So I built a form for it out of tin foil. So I got this thicker, more high quality tin foil. I tried to shape it on my face, and then I started just doing the paper mache on top of it. And then, yeah, just acrylic paint. Used contact glue to attach the hair to it, and just, yeah, again, used some acrylic paint to fade it in. Considering it was my very first attempt of doing something like this, it's actually looking pretty decent. Is it comfortable to wear? Oh, hell no. It is very prickly because, you know, the tin foil. But yeah, it's, you know, one of those sentimental items because it was the first. I keep everything I make, which is turning into a problem because my apartment is very small and I keep making new stuff every single year. Next. This helmet is a little bit tragic story. I made it based on Prince Armory pattern. I did change the pattern for the mask because I didn't like the original one on the pattern I bought. Even though I did glue like 2 layers of leather together, so it's kind of collapsing onto itself, so it looks very skinny. I took out the inner liner from it because I repurposed it actually for the first helmet I showed you in this video. It looks really cool from far away, but to be really honest with you, I'm actually struggling with Prince Armory patterns. They do look cool in his videos and on many people, but for me they don't really sit well. Especially the helmets. They like I tried scaling it for my head, but it didn't really help. It just is not really a well-made pattern. It's very edgy, I give you that. This is the last item I will show you from the headwear category. It's a really cool little crown. Let me put it on. So probably needless to say that I was not playing a good character when I was wearing this crown. It belonged to a Reverend Mother type of a figure who was part of the Black Numenorians from Lord of the Rings fandom. So I tried to emulate the fashion or the style that was used on screen for Lord of the Rings movies whenever you saw things in Mordor theme. But I tried to kind of like humanize it a bit because Black Numenorians would have been more human than orc or elves. It looks really cool from far away. It is absolute pain in the butt to transport anywhere because of the spiky things. The issue with leather is that if you squish it, it's very hard to restore it. So it's basically just sitting on my shelf for the most part and it's pretty to look at. Okay, next category is items that would go on my shoulders, arms or chest. I did a quick outfit change. A light tone is a bit better to show off all my accessories because I make everything in black. Yeah, my goth heart. Also, I lied about ending the headwear category. I found an abomination. Brace your eardrums. All I can say. This is a Chester hat I made for my partner for a certain event. And why I didn't show it before, because I actually forgot it exists. I hide it in the bottom of my stuff and I used the living hell out of me. The ASMR that nobody asked for. I shall remove this piece of clothing from me now. Okay, finally, next category, hoods and scarves. I guess it's also technically headwear, but you can wear it without putting it on your head. So yeah, next category. Very oversized, very fantasy. Very cozy. This is knit by me. I used a very thick fuzzy wool and also a fake fur. I don't know what this is called, just fake fur. Oh, this is not gonna do good for my hair. This is a mess. A oversized hood hand stitched through and through, no machine stitching involved. The colors are representing the Puhurt club I'm training in. Another hood, also completely hand stitched, no machine involved. This is in a Viking style. This is not made by me, I found it from our Puhurt club, but this is another hood that is, I think, 13th or 14th century style, and it is specifically made for women. So it doesn't have the neck part, it just has the coif. This scarf knit by me. Just a little pro tip, never ever use synthetic wool because it has developed a stench. I can't describe it, like smells like sweat. Even though I've barely used this item, it's been in my closet forever. Yeah, just use wool. Wool is classic, it always works. I added this element in the end of the triangle, just cool detail. I like it. Another scarf I made. It's just a detail you can add to any costume. The next category is vambraces. These are the one item which are considered a bit cringe in the costuming world. I find them still useful. They actually have a practical function, a couple of them. When you are doing fencing, you actually do indeed get hit quite a lot into this region, and it also helps to manage sleeves because most of the items I own have either very long sleeves or they have like quarter sleeves, so it kind of fills this space. Another pair. So these are now made from vegetable tan leather, and it was my very first attempt of doing leather carving. It's not the prettiest, but I really like how they turned out. And they are a bit edgy. I like edgy. Okay, this is a bit weird item to show. It is a leather armor. I patterned it exactly based on the armor I use for Puhurt. So it's basically this super lightweight, very comfortable set of armor. The only thing I'm missing is the elbow cup, but I don't know if I even need it. I could add a titanium one. Wait. I think I'm onto something here. Ha! This looks so cool! I can't move my arm well because the shoulder is loose. It's meant to be used with another undergarment, the gambeson, like I showed in the last video, but I'm just honestly too lazy to put it on. It looks cool though. This is also made based on Prince Armory pattern. Yeah, so now that I'm kind of training in armor every weekend, I've learned that these types of leather straps are pure fantasy. This does not work in any realistic realm what comes to like actual functional armor. Yes, it looks cool, it looks edgy on picture. It has no functionality, and let me show you why. The moment I start lifting my shoulder, you see how unnaturally this moves. So it would work only if I would remove this strap and use an arming point like on real armor. We are moving now to the next category of items, which are belts, bags, and corsets. Starting off with this absolutely gorgeous belt bag I made. I never use it because it's too big for me, unfortunately, but it really does look nice. This belt you already saw from the last video. It is part of my orc costume, but I have now repurposed it for other looks. I won't put it on anymore because you kind of saw how it looks like. It's a very wide belt. I've fixed it, repurposed it, repainted it, weathered it, done like so many things with it, but it's actually also one of the first items I made. The stitching on it is rough, but it was meant to be rough. Also added this little tangly bit here. Tangly bits are always good to have on LARP armor. Decorated water canteen. Another decorated water canteen. It comes with its dedicated pouch. This pouch can be either added on the belt, or if you have a skinnier belt, you can also add it on your back, like this. Very comfortable. So talking about belts, I also have this tablet woven belt that I'm wearing right now. I'm one of those people who just has to pick up every possible hobby. I also added these squirrel tails to make it decorated. I'm really happy how it turned out. It's a bit skinny, but historic. Moving on to my least anticipated category, the corsets. Starting out first, a leather corset. I made this a long time ago. It's comfortable and all, but it doesn't have any boning in it, so it's not actually that supportive. Yeah, it looks cool still. So, let's put it on. Okay, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to spend more time on lacing it because, yeah, it takes forever. It's very comfortable, like I said. You can bend move, it won't pinch on my belly too much. The back side of it, let's not talk about it. It was supposed to have an extra panel, but I removed it because it was too big. It looks really, really nice with some of the dresses I have those, so I should wear it more. But it's just putting it on is so damn annoying and uncomfortable. Next, this corset is way too tight to be worn comfortably, especially considering it's not a full size that would support, you know, my chest and everything below also. So it just kind of like cinches everything in the middle, and then it just pushes my stomach down, which creates this very weird bulge down here. So I made it when I was approximately 10 kilos lighter. That kind of explains it. Okay, this item is something that could be considered both as an accessory and clothing. I put it on accessories because I don't feel it's something I could wear as a standalone item. You definitely need something below or like underneath. Okay, this is actually pretty comfortable. I didn't cinch it in completely because, you know, laziness. It comes as a two-piece set. It has this banner in the front to just cover the crotch area a bit, and it has this skirt bit in the back to give it a bit more flair. It is very comfortable though. It has boning in it in the front, but not in the sides, so I can like move very easily to my sides. And also like in the front, it bends pretty well. The majority of the boning is actually in the lower back area. Yeah, I really like this one. I should wear it more. I was already so close to be done with this entire tour, and then I remembered the biggest, most complex accessory I've ever made, which is a leather cuirass combined with a steel gorget. Disclaimer, I did not make this steel gorget, it is actually ordered from Epic Armory. Everything else is made by me. So I combined it with the leather belt I showed you already a couple of times because it was made to be worn together with it. As you can see, it creates this complete coverage for my torso. I have worn this cuirass many years now for many LARPs. It is so comfortable, it is so worn in. Even considering that it has this metal piece here, it is still super comfortable. I actually like how well it fits with this white tunic. There's something about wearing armor with dresses. I don't know what it is, but it just looks cool. Like, totally irrational, but cool. With this final item, I'm also concluding the closet tour, or my self-made fantasy medieval item tour. I hope you liked it. If there is any specific item you like the most, let me know down in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye! I was requested to add more cat ASMR in my videos. Your wish is my command.